Well, good morning, Western world. It is Tuesday, September the 15th, and this morning in class, our lecture was entitled Europe's Widening World. The sort of departure point for this morning's conversation was the European sense that had existed in the late Middle Ages and up to the beginning of this period around 1500. That Europe was somehow on the margins of the world, that its food didn't taste as good, that its homes were not as comfortable, that its clothes were made of lesser fabrics than those that they had begun to encounter in other parts of the world, and that as a consequence of this they were motivated to try to expand their reach, their trading networks, their military conquests into other parts of the world, which had never really been true in Western history, at least not since the time of the Roman Empire. And now they are looking to the wider world, and especially to Asia, as a goal worth pursuing, but also to West Africa as a source of gold, this search for a guy named Prester John. And intermingled in all of these things is this sense on the part of Europeans that because of the rise of Islamic power, most recently in the form of the Ottoman Empire, that they've been cut off from the world at large and need to address this in some way. We talked about this drive then producing sort of two veins of possible exploration. One, the overland route, where Marco Polo stands as the unique example, but he is truly unique. Overland exploration never yields much fruit for Europeans, thanks chiefly to the difficulties of Central Asian travel in a post-Genghis Khan world. So the Europeans in turn then begin to develop their maritime or overseas trade along the West African coast and around its southern tip into the Indian Ocean world, and of course into the Atlantic. We talked about a lot of examples of this, the voyages of Diaz and da Gama, but then also about how the voyage of Christopher Columbus opening up this whole new world of discovery in the form of North and South America, and the advent of silver mining and sugar plantations, and how all of this enriches Western economies in some previously unimaginable and very transformative ways. At the heart of it, though, is this early onset, the advent of this system of transatlantic slave trading. And as we move forward and as you try to sort of wrestle with, well, what are the motive causes, make sure that you understand why there was a labor shortage in the New World. Why is it that Native Americans were dying off in such large numbers? And why were they not being employed in the plantation economy for sugar production? That's an important issue because, of course, the answer to the problem becomes the development of transatlantic slave trading, the acquisition of slaves from Africa, and their sale in the New World. I won't repeat all of the sort of points that we made, but understanding what motivates this, and then understanding that this becomes an important question. How does this transatlantic slave trade, the 10 million or more people who are moved from Africa into the New World, how does this affect long-term global patterns of development, the problems of inequality? How does it contribute to that great divergence that we've discussed as a sort of theme to this point? Understanding all of that and the transformative effect of these wider transactions will help you understand a lot of what is still to come as we talk about the Renaissance and the Enlightenment and the growth of European power overseas more generally. But keep all of this sort of in the backdrop as we move forward. Have a good one. I'll see you in class on Thursday morning.